Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cabin in the Woods. Let's see the top 5 scary ghost videos that'll make you pitch a hissy fit. Well, we'll see.
From the Dark Doorway. Popular Japanese ghost hunters Hiro and Tomo from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film travel to a mysterious abandoned house that is said to be extremely haunted. The story goes that years ago a married couple was living in the house. The wife descended into madness, and late one night in a fit of rage, she violently took her husband's life. And then she took her own. These days the house has been abandoned for over 10 years. No one goes near the place, and it is believed that some evil presence haunts the home. But that doesn't stop the Omagatoki film team. Investigators Hiro and Tomo vow to spend the night and explore the infamously haunted house. Eventually, the two guys decide to split up. Hiro goes back to the car and Tomo stays to explore the second floor. As Tomo looks around, he finds an opening into the attic. There he finds old clothes and pictures of the family that once lived there. Tomo calls Hiro to tell him what he's found. But there is something else going on that is downright chilling. Watch very closely.
もしもし。なんか天板が外れて屋根裏みたいなのがあったの。
なんかすごいなんか雑音がすごいね。
あ、マジ？いや、やばい。
全然聞こえない。
マジ？なんかね、大丈夫？今聞こえる
？That sounded like somebody walking downstairs.
あそこのその押し入れの中を見たんだけどさ、なんか天板が外れてさ、屋根裏みたいな感じになってたな。はい
はいはいはい。
Tomo experiences odd interference when attempting to phone Hiro. And did you see it?
No.
Tomo doesn't notice, but someone appears to be peeking out at him from a dark doorway. Completely unaware of what he has just captured, Tomo heads down to the car to meet up with Hiro. Once he's gone, a static camera captures something absolutely terrifying.
Terrifying. Yes, he said it. I love it when he says it. Oop, nope, I don't like that. That's alright, next. That's enough of that. Cut it out. I would have had to have seen the footage of the whole time. I would have had to seen the footage of that room.
The figure of
that
a woman
corner,
can be
the
seen
whole
in the
time
doorway,
he was
just
there.
kind of standing there motionless.
This
Then
is
suddenly,
fake.
without explanation, the camera just stops recording. When Tomo and Hiro review their footage, they are shocked by what they discover. So could this be the apparition of the woman who went mad inside the house? Or just who or what is this? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire creepy 2-part investigation over on the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film. Meanwhile, on TikTok user Tim Saver says that he's a new night guard at an undisclosed facility.
Oh, here
He
we
says
go.
that he's the
These
only
are the
guard
good
willing
ones.
to work the night shift, and for good reason. You see, strange and unexplainable things seem to happen in the building in the dead of night, but no one knows why. Over the course of the next week, Tim begins to understand where most of the activity in the building takes place. A creepy abandoned unit just inside the facility. On night 11 at his new job, he leaves his phone to record the abandoned unit as he makes his rounds. An hour into the recording, this happens.
Thunder and lightning? Oh, somebody's breaking in. I thought I saw lightning. Maybe there's a thunderstorm. That's the air.
A light flashes and a hatch leading to the upper attic space opens and closes on its own.
Sorry, I meant to say
Gathering
the
his
wind.
courage, Tim grabs a ladder and climbs up into the attic to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling.
Terrifying. Oh. Oh, this is too realistic. I don't like it. So somebody's been writing up there. Someone's... See? What does it say on the wall? Oops. No something on the left wall. So somebody's obviously been just vibing up there. Breaking in, hanging out. No. Want. LMD. It's a random little statue. An Egyptian god statue. So obviously it's not a storm because you'd be able to hear it still. The hand is back on it? Where's the arm? Does he not see this? He didn't say
A creepy pale
anything?
hand seems to come out of nowhere and wraps around.
So, what I think, that there's a hole under. And somebody's going in the hole under and putting their hand, boop, like that. And it's fake.
A small statue sitting on the attic floor.
Because there's nothing else to
Even
do when you're a
stranger, there appears to
There's nothing else to do when you're a security guard at night. You're so... My dad does this. You're so freaking bored. That's what it leads to. Doing shit like this.
be no arm or no body attached to the hand. Tim quickly gets out of there. So, is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate TikTok hoax? You decide. TikTok user Brianna's videos are mostly dedicated to her favorite pastime, free diving in the beautiful waters just off the coast of sunny Florida. Now, none of Brianna's videos have anything to do with the supernatural. Well, except for just this one. One afternoon, Brianna is going for a routine dive when she captures something truly chilling.
What the hell? Someone got a baby cam down there?
Brianna starts to panic as she hears loud, distressed underwater screams all around her. After she surfaces and disturbed by what she just heard, she goes down again to try to figure out just what is going on.
Maybe they drowned the second time.
This time, there are no screams. Brianna is baffled by what just happened and posts her strange, unexplained video to TikTok. Now, of course, many viewers accuse Brianna of adding a fake audio track to her dive video. So, to prove them wrong, Brianna posts again, this time showing the footage directly from her GoPro camera.
So, people are asking what camera I use. GoPro 7 works perfectly fine for me. I cracked it a little bit, but I use the case. Definitely not a voiceover though, so I'm going to show you the video straight out
I
of my
believe
GoPro.
her.
Just like how I recorded it. So you can hear.
she's not driving while doing this.
Yeah. So, it's not a voiceover or an edit or anything like that. So.
Now, when watching Brianna's original video, it looks like she's swimming through some kind of wreckage, possibly that of a sunken ship. Many viewers believe that she might have captured the eerie final screams of the ghost of someone who didn't survive the wreck. Now, paranormal or not, the strange underwater screams are absolutely unnerving.
It sounds like a real person stuck down there somewheres that is drowning. And the reason she didn't find anyone the second time is because they actually drowned. What the frick? Why didn't you call for help? What? What?
This next creepy video was uploaded to TikTok by Rosie B from Michigan. The home security clip shows Rosie's daughter strolling through the kitchen when the toddler seems to have a very odd and chilling encounter.
Kids with imaginary friends like usual.
At first, the girl appears to be talking to someone that we can't see, when suddenly something seems to try to yank a plastic container of snacks right out of her hand. Whatever it is then seems to go after her toy box. The toddler puts up a fight and wins, and then just walks away, seemingly angry at whoever or whatever was grabbing at her things. Later, when Rosie asks her daughter about what happened, the little girl says that a young boy and girl were trying to take away her toys. But looking at the video, there's just no one there. At least no one that we can see.
Probably something that happened to her in school or kindergarten or something, and she's reenacting it at home.
So is the little girl fighting over toys with the ghosts of two children? Let me know what you think.
Kids do weird
Before
things.
we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. My Haunted Hotel. Over 400 years ago, all the way back in 1622, the old King's Head Inn was built in Chester, England. It is said that at least 13 ghosts haunt the old inn, including a man in black that roams the haunted hotel and the ghost of a young child. The many spirits of the inn are said to frequently interact with visitors and guests, especially in the inn's many bedrooms. These days, the old King's Head still serves as a hotel bar and restaurant and is now owned by Harry Achilleos. As a paranormal enthusiast himself, Harry has a grand plan for Ye Olde King's Head Hotel. He wants to capture real evidence of paranormal activity at the inn and let hotel guests experience it as well. Harry, along with his friends and fellow paranormal investigators Brett and Danny, installed 16 live cameras to record multiple angles of every room in the hotel. Visitors can now rent rooms to explore and seek out their own paranormal experience, and they usually find it. The owner and his team carefully monitor their guests on the 16 video feeds, both to make sure that everyone is safe and to capture paranormal evidence.
And to spook people, because it's an attractment, and that's how you make money. To do fake haunted things. Because look at that guy's face. Right there. On the right. He's all happy and shit. He's like, yes, my spooked worked. Yeah, this is gonna be good footage.
His team carefully monitor their guests on the 16 video feeds, both to make sure that everyone is safe and to capture paranormal evidence. The Old King's Head team have collected hours of creepy unexplained footage, and they share their spookiest moments over on their YouTube channel, My Haunted Hotel. Now, the guests that come to the hotel are usually not paranormal investigators in any way. In fact, most of them have never even encountered anything paranormal at all. So sometimes the visitors can be a little bit jumpy. Guest Kirsty is filled with fear when she is asked to investigate the hotel's cellar all by herself. While she's down there alone in the dark, something happens that scares the living shit out of her.
Oh, day. Oh my God. This is the worst thing I've ever done my whole entire life.
You're welcome.
Oh, God. Oh. Oh, is there anyone in here?
Oh, it's the generator. It's the generator.
The eerie silence is suddenly broken by a loud roar as the hotel's generator turns on without warning, making poor Christy nearly jump right out of her skin. Even the My Haunted Hotel team jump at the sudden noise, but they quickly laugh it off when they realize that it's just their generator. But then something happens that they just can't explain.
Oh, whoa, what was that though? What the hell just happened? What was that?
His reaction is really fake. Their reaction is so fake. It's so fake. Look at that. Is that just one tooth in front there? The camera's making it look like she's just got one giant tooth there in the front that got left. Damn that camera. Look at their reaction.
Oh, whoa, what was that though? What the hell just happened? What was that? Something just off camera is just...
What, just to try and explain here, the generator's just gone off in the cellar, and Kirsty's obviously cracked herself as it's happened. It got us, but something has happened here off camera that has made her now run out of the cellar.
Did she just have one big tooth?
In a bizarre twist, a gigantic bang occurs on what we believe to be the cellar hatch off camera, and it is so loud it distorts the audio. To cause this loud of a bang means something must have hit the hatch with considerable force, but we find nothing that could have caused this.
Right, we're just heading in now to find the girls. Girls, where are you?
Yeah, corner.
Right, what the hell just happened?
I am never, ever going in a cellar ever again.
Right, so we saw the generator come on,
Yeah,
which is
that
obviously...
scared me.
But what was it off
Something
camera?
just went boom.
So it was to your left. We
Yeah.
Different night, guests Janine and Lottie are investigating the hotel's
I have
most
to
haunted
skip it.
room,
It's too fake,
room
sorry.
5. This room is said to be a hot spot for paranormal activity. The child ghost that roams the hotel is said to be particularly active in this room, so the space has been decorated with dolls and toys. And it seems like the two women might not be alone in there.
Hello, children. We've got a toy here. You can change the lights on it. What was that? What was that?
Literally, it's always just a loud bang with these guys.
Next door. I don't know if it's them next door or not.
Janine and Lottie hear a disturbing bang, but they are unable to locate exactly where it came from. Then a doll sitting on a shelf in the corner falls to the floor all on its own. Janine, Lottie, and the My Haunted Hotel team are all shocked by the experience. But Janine is a bit of a skeptic and attempts to debunk what just happened. But she chooses a very, very odd method to debunk the incident.
You evil little... Oh, you wound up! You evil... No! Don't do that! No! Right.
Literally me.
Switch up, table. Oh, God. I think you do.
She's smart.
I've jumped up and down in front of it, and it's not moved. No. Right. Sit a bit closer. I ain't close to the door. That's going off again. Right, you're in the room with a... Oh my God! We're in room 5. Started off very quiet, and in the room with a... Oh my
God! They don't show, like, if you look where the doll falls, under the shelf, there's like a little rideau, curtain. I wonder if it's blocking something that they can go behind that shelf, behind the wall, lift something so it makes the doll fall, but the other dolls are like well placed on the shelf so that they don't fall, just that one doll. That's what I'm thinking they did.
We cut to another night weeks later, and the scariest moment ever captured inside the hotel occurs when a staff member is simply locking up the downstairs bar for the night, as the guests are all in their rooms.
What is that? Watch closely as staff member Tom, who has just locked the downstairs bar, comes to drop the keys off. And as he enters the function room, a clear baby crying is heard coming from the old brothel. This is one of the clearest pieces of DVP, direct voice phenomena, we have ever captured, and Tom is left in pure shock, as are the team.
What a beautiful place. That sounded like it came from a speaker.
I don't see a baby.
Yeah. Huh? You said yes, huh? Who said yes? Me.
Did you see a baby?
Yeah.
See the baby crying.
So fake. It's so fake. Oh. You can tell it's a speaker.
Centuries of history have left you.
It's now interesting.
She grabbed her phone and started to record. She grabbed her phone as she was at a festival when she noticed something very odd going on in the sky above her. She grabbed her phone and started to record.
Alright, everybody sees me walking. I'm walking. Look. This plane isn't moving.
Yes, it is.
It's not moving.
How are you so stupid, dude? You're so dumb.
But it sounds like it's moving.
It's the angle you're recording at. You fucking dumbass.
Now, Jennifer claims that the small airplane had been flying in the same spot, not moving at all, for hours before she finally decided to grab her phone and record the video.
For hours,
As you can see in the clip, many others also noticed the strange plane and filmed it as it is seemingly frozen in the sky. Could it be that Jennifer captured a, quote, glitch in the Matrix?
Oh my
or is there some simpler explanation? You tell me. Keepers of the Old Church. Paranormal investigators Jeff and Phil from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigation set out to investigate rumors of an allegedly haunted church deep in the woods of Bedham, England, the Old Mission Church. The brick and stone church was built in 1880 and served as both a school for local children and as a place for Sunday worship for the town. But years later, the small town around the church was touched by tragedy. In 1919, a devastating influenza outbreak took the lives of nearly half of the town's children and many adults. The church/school fell into a state of decay. It was eventually forced to close in 1959, as the aging structure had become hazardous and unsafe. The historic building is now in ruins, but the church grounds is said to be extremely haunted by the ghosts of long ago. Witnesses have reported hearing the unexplained voices of children, and some even claim to have seen strange shadow figures roaming inside the church. As they begin, Jeff and Phil set up multiple static cameras. Now, the Ghost Tech guys always try to stay calm during their paranormal investigations, and after many years, Jeff and Phil aren't easily shaken. But they start to experience some highly unusual activity that even seems to make them a bit nervous.
Well, look, as I was saying, I'd asked for your name, and it may well be that you've told me your name, and I just can't hear it. You have to shout as loud as you can. Something touched my hand. Something just touched my hand.
I think it was a bug.
Sorry, please excuse me jumping back. But it felt like you brushed through my hand then.
Let me introduce myself. My name's Jeff. And my friend and colleague standing there holding a camera, his name is Phil. So as I thought I could hear children's voices earlier, can I ask if any children can come forward, come inside the church and say hello to us, please? Now, back in the old days, when I say old days, I mean hundreds of years ago, there used to be a settlement here. And they used to cut wood. We've been told that there was kilns here. So it was a tiny, tiny little village. And I guess that this church was the centre of that village. That was a voice, Phil. So it was a tiny, tiny little village. And I guess that this church was the centre of that village.
It kind of sounded like an owl. To me, it sounds like an owl.
That was a voice, Phil.
Phil says something touches his hand, and Jeff hears the voice of a child that is captured by his EVP recorder. But that's certainly not all that happens this night, because as they continue to ask questions, they capture something truly bizarre on multiple cameras.
How it must have been different when the building had a roof, doors, windows, perhaps pews?
Ooh.
What was that, Jeff?
A black mass went right in between me and you and went over here.
Could you come back, please?
A black shadow moves in between Phil and I, and it is captured on all of our cameras. Here is the footage taken from static cam 1, followed by the footage on all 3 cameras from all angles.
Perhaps pews?
Ooh.
What was that, Jeff? Perhaps pews?
Ooh.
What was that, Jeff?
A strange shadow passes between Jeff and Phil, but because they're filming in the dark with infrared, Phil just can't see it. However, Jeff spots the figure on their infrared camera and is shocked. The two other static cameras also manage to capture the creepy event. So the two investigators take a break from filming to review their...
I got goosebumps. Oh, you can't see. Oh, go, give me a second. I need to rub them out. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? I don't think it's the light, because it literally looks like it's like because when he turns back around after like this again, it doesn't happen again.
Footage, but leave the static cameras to record while they're gone. After they leave, the camera inside the church captures another strange event that Jeff and Phil simply can't explain. So, could the church be haunted by the children who tragically lost their lives in the 1919 influenza outbreak?
That one I don't know.
You decide. You can watch this entire investigation and many more spooky videos over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. As always, thanks for watching.
What the hell was that? Can somebody please explain to me what that was? If you could debunk that for me, that would be great. Thank you. I don't know if I'm gonna be sleeping tonight. Alright, let's...
If you haven't noticed already, you can also follow me on TikTok.
Yeah, do all this stuff and things. Let's go check the comments. Little girl is the bravest I've seen. Blah. Mama bear. Okay. Blah. Love the little girls. That too. Blah. Real people are as scary than the paranormal. Yep. Ghost Tech team is probably the most professional paranormal team I've ever seen. Apologizing to ghosts. Thanking you. Yeah, I know. I love these guys a lot. Alright. Well, that's pretty much it then, I guess. Literally, like, the face of the guy from The Office, that's my face right now. That's how I feel. And, like, I always love recording and watching these with you guys, but then after I'm done, I'm, like, sitting in bed alone at night, and I'm like, why do I do this? I hate when, like, anyways. Alright, I hope you guys had a good time with me. I had a really good time. This was a good one. Make sure your doors are locked. Make sure your animals have water if you have any. Oh, did you see my head twitch? I was like, blah. If you haven't drank water yourself today or you forgot your medication, go do it now. Alright, I'll see you next time. Sweet nightmares.